Good morning, you guys. We are in the woods. We're on the way to our chicken house. The chickens need their vaccination. I have to look up what kind of disease that is, but they get that every 6 weeks. So that's what we're doing now. I'm with the girls, as you can hear, with more than just this one. And yeah, so first we go there. Is there a car coming? We wait at the street. We wait at the street. Very good. Good job, you two. Okay, no car, then we can go. The good thing with the vaccination is that I don't have to give them any shots. So it's like they have to drink it through, they drink it. So I have to make them drink. Every chicken has to have at least 1 or 2 drops of these vaccination, of that stuff. But I don't have to grab them and give them a shot one by one. So that's really good. My mom did not take the water away yesterday from the chickens, so they will not be super thirsty. I have to figure out how to do that. And later, I was thinking we could plant a little bit. So I brought a couple of plants home, and I think that would be really fun for a Sunday afternoon. Coming, hey good girl, hey good girl. Girl, thank you for coming back. Thank you. Look at those puppies. Aren't they pretty? Yeah, aren't they pretty? They're so beautiful. Everything's so dry, like the grass and everything. 2 weeks no rain, which is super unusual for us here in Germany. It rains all the time, literally all the time. But now we had 2 weeks of sun and it's all dried up. Everything's brown. Betty, are you excited? Are you excited to see the chickens? Are you? Go, you can go. She is so excited, look. And you're excited too. I think that's a really good chance to show you how our chickens look. In case you haven't seen it, we hatched them all by ourselves. We bought a full load of colorful eggs, and I made a video about this. I'll link it right here, or I show you this one. It's on the channel. It's not that old, maybe a couple of weeks ago. And they're big by now. They grew up so fast and they are eating. Oh my God. So they're eating, and they want to eat 3 times per day, but it's really hard to do that, to feed them that often. Here's our little chicken house. Betty knows. But why are we screaming this morning? Why? Why? My little rainbow bag for today. I look very colorful today. I have like nothing fits. Put your shoes on and then you can go to the chickens. It's all right. You can't sit down. Where's your little chair? So here you go, sit down, and then you look, put your rainbow boots on, and then you can go to the chickens. Big seats? Yes, these are perfect. They will love that. You think so? No, they're nice chickens. Oh, look at that. Our first calendula. That's okay. We want the bees. We love the bees, sweetie. The more bees, the better. Yeah. Hello. Good morning. Yeah, they're hungry. You can see this one here is one of our old chickens. This girl. So she knows when we're coming, there's food coming, right? You know. Oh, not on the chicken, not on the chicken. Yeah, that's good. And look, she's teaching all the other chickens. Like these all are the babies. Can you believe that? How big they are? They were like a handful just a couple of weeks ago. And they're all different. Like you can see, there's a white one. They're eating, yeah. Yeah, they like it so much. They like seeds. You can also see they have wild hairdos. No, they will not get out. I'll watch. But look, they're all different. Like we have this kind. There's a half gray and half black. This one is a little bit like the one that we had before. I like this color a lot. Then we have a pure white one. Wait. They're the same, right? They look the same. Yeah, they do. You're right. They look the same. Look, now they all want to come because they see you have food. Like, look at this guy. Look at this guy with his hair. This one over there. Now he's going. It's fine. He's gone. He's gone. So she's like the mama chicken now because we hatched her, I think, 2 years ago. So she's one of the old ones. They had a little fight in the other room. So we were taking her out and putting her here. So now she's the strongest, the biggest one. She's the boss of this group. I think she enjoys that. It's funny. Sometimes you go from the lowest rank to the highest just within minutes. And Betty loves the chickens. Betty always loves the chickens. You love the chickens. You really do. You love watching them. You love staring at them. Some even have hair on the feet. Not hair. It's not hair. I know it's feathers. But look at that. Oh, now it's right behind. But this one here, she has interesting feet. Yeah, I know. I know. There we go. Look at that. So interesting. So if you have any idea what these breeds are, because it's a complete mixture. You just feed your chickens. Feed your chickens. So if you have any idea what those breeds are, you can let me know in the comments because I really don't know. I would love to know. I guess I could do some research too. But it's a really nice group. It's so colorful. I love it. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. You're good. You're a good girl. You're such a good girl. Look, just like that. Just like that. Don't do anything. She'll eat from there. She is always like the cup. And we clean them. Okay, so here's what I think I will do for the vaccination. So the veterinarian in a close by chicken club, yes, everything's in clubs here, has mixed up the vaccination and it has to be given within 2 hours. So a friend of ours went there and got a whole batch and he always brings it in bottles like this. And then we have to give it to the chickens within those 2 hours of starting the vaccine. So the time is running, I would say, but it's usually super easy. They just have to get 1 drop. And what I will do, I will put that's water with the vaccination stuff in their water. And then I would put, because I think they have already drunken a lot this morning, I'll put bread in it. That's bread. No, we put some bread in here now. Look, this is old bread. We put it in here. No, maybe not the pretzel, but let's look. There's like these pieces. Just we put them in the water and let them soak for a little bit. Yeah, get the whole thing. That can all go in there. That's good. And look, here's a half. Put it in here. Maybe push it under a little bit. Okay, so see how the bubbles come out? No bubbles for you, huh? That's fine. That's okay.
I want to eat this.
No, we cannot eat this, okay? We leave this now for a couple of minutes and then we'll feed it to them. I think it's still too hard. So it needs a couple of minutes. By the way, here we have a really nice tomato, but it needs to be staked. But look, it already has the flowers. Meanwhile, we can check what the others are doing. Hello, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. So these are the chickens we hatched 2 years ago. So if you are on my channel for a while, you have seen them as... This is so loud back here. You have seen them as babies. The only one who was not from that batch is that rooster over there. Okay.
That is it.
Yeah, look.
Snake?
No, they don't want the snake. They don't want the snail. Look at them.
Did that eat it?
Yeah, he likes it. Give it to him. There you go. That's a good job, baby. See, they're looking. Yeah, the rooster is a little shy, but he's beautiful. Look, all the girls are here. Everybody's eating. But our big rooster, he's gigantic. And he's just sitting over there watching, staring at us. Not so sure. He's a careful one. Oh, he's coming.
Oh, he's waiting.
He's not sure. He's hungry, but he's not sure. So everything has water in it now. So once they eat the bread, they are automatically vaccinated. So I just have to make them eat that stuff now. Are you watching out? Are you watching out? Good girl. They like it. Okay, 1 vaccinated. 2 vaccinated. Well, that goes quick. They like it. 3 vaccinated.
Hello.
Oh, the big one? Is our big boy coming? That's extra nice. They love bread.
We're both coming.
They're both coming. They love that. That's like a treat for them.
Big one coming.
Yeah, maybe we should go out so they're all coming. 4 vaccinated. Good job. Okay, let's go to the other guys. Okay, so now that we have the chicken vaccinated, we have the chicken fed, we will give them some water, and the last thing we need to do is to get the eggs. So it's not that many eggs because these didn't start laying eggs now. They're too small or too young, not too small, too young. But the big one does, the one that is in here. And on the other side where we have the chickens from 2 years ago, they're still laying pretty frequently. They lay a ton of eggs. And there we should get like something between 4 and 6, something like that. Guys, can I? Hey, sweetie. I know. You want to sit on the eggs all the time. I know. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to go home? Yeah, I want to go home too. Look, we did everything. We're done.
Yeah.
We can go home. Are you thirsty, girl? Yeah, Betty drinks water. Look, she catches it with her tongue. We are ready. There we go. Oh, look at that. This is, I don't even know. It looks like a small snake. Interesting. I don't know. It's flat. It's dead. So I'm not really sure what it is. You hear that? It's ice. Ice in my water. Oh, Betty hates that. Betty hates it if the plants are touching her. She really does not like that. Big fan too, and I'm allergic to almost everything. Horses, dust, almost every plant. And so that's not great for me either. But other than that, it's a really nice morning. It's sunny, it's warm, not too hot. It's just great. It's a nice Sunday morning. And look, the sun, I don't know if you can see it. The sun is out. I like the sun so much. You have a bicycle too. Yeah. I have my hands full of stuff. This one too? Let me see. All right, there you go. Okay, you guys, we're back home, and I have a little plant project. I think I talked about this when I...
Spaghetti, please.
Spaghetti? We have a little planting project. I guess I have to make spaghetti really, really quick. But then we have a little planting project, and I don't know if anybody remembers the bowl that I planted. It's gone?
Yeah.
All right, then we live in peace now. I don't know if anybody of you remembers the little planting project I made 2 or 3 or I don't even know, a lot of years ago. And it was a white bowl. Let me show you. It was this white bowl with succulents. It looked beautiful. After a while, it did not look so beautiful anymore. A couple of those died. I didn't redo it. I put it in the basement, and basically that's where it stayed for another 2 years. The crazy thing really is there's something alive in here. So it did not get water for 2 years. I don't know if you can see it, but that's crazy to me. So anyway, I will clean this out completely, and I bought a couple of new plants. Yesterday we went to a garden center, really only just to have lunch there because they have a really good salad and a really nice cafe. So there they had a table with succulents. It was completely unplanned. I got triggered by a plant that I wanted for a while. I don't like single succulent pots, so I thought I'd just maybe revive this one. I remembered I had it, I remembered it looked very bad and was basically unused. So I didn't only buy the plant I wanted, I also bought 4 friends for it. You plan to not buy anything, you see one thing that you want, and then you have to buy 4 more things to go with it. Okay, quick interruption of my project because they will not let me go without the spaghetti. So I'll quickly cook some dinner. So we have a couple of rules, like food rules. Veggies are the most important thing. You can eat your veggies and leave everything else, but yeah, spaghetti was ordered, so I will make spaghetti of some sort, and I will make some kind of veggie. I don't know yet what, but I'll look what I have. And because it's only the little one who's hungry right now, I'll make spaghetti. And what does she like? She likes broccoli. I could make broccoli really quick. Yeah, I'll do broccoli. Alright, so I got a head of broccoli. The recipe is super simple. I just cut it, I fry it in the pan, and then I put some soy sauce on it, a little bit of oil, butter. No, I fried it in butter, and then I put soy sauce on it. It tastes a little bit like Asian teriyaki kind-ish, so that's what we're doing. Okay, butter. And a knife, and we have to clean the broccoli, and some salt for the water. And that's mostly it. Butter. Oh, I need the sauce, the soy sauce. Alright, and that is all I need for now. Okay, so I cut that really quick with this one because the pan is already getting hot. So let's see if the spaghetti are done. Once they're in there, I have to test like every minute to figure out where they are. So that's what I'm doing. A little bit more. They're still pretty firm. Alright, here it is. Doesn't it look good? I think I will eat the rest of the broccoli. I try to stay away from the pasta because I'm trying to do a little bit more low carb that works pretty well for me. And pasta are carbs, so, but pasta is just really good. Okay, so I cleaned my bowl. It looks so much nicer now. It's still a little dirty. I cleaned it out as much as I could with a brush, and I will not reuse the soil that was in here. So for the soil that I will use 2 things combined. So one is coconut dirt. It's cocoa fiber. And it looks like this. It's pretty dry. It can soak up a lot of water, but also it will never be like muddy. It will never hold so much water that it's like a ball of mud. So it dries up pretty quickly. That's why I really like to use this. And the other thing that I want to use is a mixture of little rocks and other granulate. In Germany they sell it as a substitute for cactus soil. So it has no dirt in it whatsoever. That's what we get here. And I tried to use this without any other soil in it, and it did not work. It doesn't hold zero water, which obviously is not good for any plant. It's just little rocks, but I will still use it for drainage. So I will put it on the very bottom of here because this thing does not have any holes. So all the water that goes in here will stay in here. So here's my plan. I will use this to put a layer on the bottom to have some drainage. If I water too much, then the water will be on the bottom. It will not rot the roots or anything, but it's there like as a reservoir and the plants can get it over time. All these plants that I bought are succulents. So that's another important thing. They don't need a ton of water. They like to be watered regularly, so water them. But you can see that their leaves, and that's true for all of them, are super chunky. All these plants have a certain capacity to store water. So it's not like I don't know, what wilts right away. Like a peace lily, for example. Once the water is gone and the soil is completely dry, it just dries up completely. This one does not. This one can go a couple of weeks without drying up or without dying. So the soil I'm using is a kind of soil that dries up fairly quickly. So one design thought, so I have one thing in here that is really high. So either I put that in the center of the pot, then this will be kind of a pot that can be looked at from all sides, or I put it on the side, and then the pot kind of has a front and a back. So I'm thinking I put it in the middle because I want to put it in the middle of the table so everybody who sits around it can basically see it from all sides. Then I have the two small plants. I have the aloe that is kind of in between. Like with the flower, it becomes a pretty high plant as well. And then I have a trailing plant. So that I always like to mix the shape of plants because one goes up and one goes down, and some are like filling it in the middle. So, and I think that's a really nice combination. So if you look at it, if I put this guy in the middle, so you have one that goes really up, and I realize the pot's almost full when I do that. So maybe I take some leaves off of the bottom. And then you have something that is trailing a little bit over the edge of the pot. Like this will look really cute. Step number one, as I said, I'll put some of the rocks in the bottom to create that reservoir that I was talking about. See, just a bunch of little rocks like lava stone, and the other one, it looks like, I don't even know, terracotta of some sort. All right, so let's just start with the big one. And I know I said I put it in the middle. I still think I will, but these leaves are really big, so maybe not, because otherwise I just can't get the other stuff in there. So you see that whole thing is full if I just do this. And that will look beautiful. That would look already really, really nice. I should put it on the side, really. I really should. And this guy kind of next to it. Okay, so now just like that. You go in here. Oh no, I popped up a really big piece with a flower. Oh no. So I have to be really careful with this one. It's super fragile. Fragile is the right word for this guy. And the one that I wanted in here is still not in here, so maybe we can't even get all of them in here. And I'm not sure on how I should put all the dirt in between. So this guy, these are multiple plants, and look how cute they are. See how this is multiple plants and how there are babies everywhere? Like each one of these little things here is a baby, and that's just the best thing. It's so cool. The plant, like this, all these little leaves that seem to fall off, these are actually little babies. So you can make hundreds of these if you want. You can give them to all your friends. But let's try to get, oh look, even here on the side, can you see that? Some of the babies fell into the side and they are already growing. So cute. I love plants like this. So let me take those out and I'll just replant them on the top. Let's make some space for you. Over here, that looks good. So last thing that we have is this one. Now the question is, where do we put it? Because I like the red of it. I really would like to have the red in that whole thing, but I'm not sure where to put it. So I'm thinking maybe I can take them apart. Let's see if when I take it out of the pot, if they fall apart, that would be cool because then I can just spread it out a little bit. Let's see if I can do that. By the way, from the watering process, you can see how far up the water got. So I could have left it in there a lot longer. It just went halfway and it was in there for maybe 3 minutes or so. So you don't want your succulents to be completely wet, but give them a good drink every now and then. They really like that. So that will be dried out within a day or two. And then they have a good drink. They had time to fill up all their leaves with water and moisture. And yeah, that's a good situation for them. So let's see if I can break this apart. I don't know. Oh, it feels very tight. Oh no, I hear roots cracking a little bit. That's okay. That's all right. So, and let's see, maybe I can do one more division. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. See, this is one piece and I have 2 more of these. So that's really good. Okay, I need some kind of tool to get the dirt in there first. That's for next thing I need to do. Okay, so I'll just use a spoon. Spoons work pretty good for me. What I'm going to do basically is just take the dirt and I will spoon it in the holes. So that's kind of my plan. I mean, obviously you can also take the dirt that fell out. That's no problem. This is usually fresh and good dirt, so you can reuse that. So, and now that I have filled this hole quite a bit, no, I don't want to put anything in here. That's too tight and everything would be under that big leaf. So that would be a pretty dark spot, but this one here, I can actually push that a little over and then put one of these guys in here, I think. Just fill it up with that. So let me see if I can get all this in here. Get it all in here. That's a very tedious job here because everything's just so little. So there's, I don't know if you can see, but here's a huge hole in there. So I don't know how to get in there. I really don't know. I'll just keep going and doing what I'm doing and see if I can, I don't know, I would need like a dirt slide or something. So next piece, here's our fragile plant that falls apart the moment you touch it. I don't even know how I transported this guy home because nothing popped off during the transport. So I'm so surprised it's just breaking or falling apart so easily now. Okay, let me see if I can put this little guy in here too. Come on, get in here. A little bit of roots. So now what? I have a little plant over. It's really hard to find another spot. It's all full. It's all really, really full. So I try to get all the roots, push a little bit aside so I can get access, and then I'll put this little guy right in here. I will spend some more time and I use my fingers to figure out where there's more dirt needed. And I have so much dirt on the table that I can use. And I can still see this one's still moving a little. See? There must be still air around it somewhere. What I will do next is I will water it. I will get all the little dirt pieces out that are like in the aloe and stuff, because I don't want any moisture and dirt in the plants itself. I don't want them to rot. And then this is done. That is it, my friends. I can't believe I put everything in here. So everything that popped off here, I put that in an extra pot and I put it outside and I hope it will make a new plant. And I fit everything in here, and even my little favorite plant, she made it. She looks great. She already lost a lot of babies in this pot, so I assume everywhere in this pot, this plant will pop up, which is cool. I like that. Yeah, it's an awesome centerpiece. When you come into the room, the table is empty. I love empty tables. And then one piece in the middle, one centerpiece, one flower or something like this. I think this is the most interesting thing you can do, because it's like a little world. You can discover so much in here, and it just looks so good. And I'm really curious how it looks once all those flowers are open. I mean, this calendula, I can see it's about to open and it will be pink. This one, I'm thinking it's going to be orange, but I'm not 100% sure. There's some petunias that I bought a while ago. I want them in my hanging basket, so I'm going to plant this. This is the last thing today that I'm going to do, and it's also the last thing for this video. So I hope you have a relaxing day. I hope you could spend some time with your family, see something beautiful, whatever it is that makes your heart beat faster. So I'm going to say goodbye now. Take care.